Hey guys, welcome to ShayanGaming to another new ADC video guide. Today I'm going to be talking about Jhin, the latest ADC of Season 6. And basically this isn't going to be a complete guide, it's kind of like some tips and stuff that I figured out while testing him in the PvE. So I hope you guys enjoy. So first off, we're going to be talking about his E. As you know, his E lays a trap, and the really cool thing is this trap, you can actually place unlimited of these. So as you can see here, I've got so many of them, and they each last 2 minutes, and they can actually be used as wards as well. So obviously you can use this in lane, and one thing I do is I try not to max this out. Like this is probably the last thing I maxed out for the sole reason that I don't want the mana cost to increase, so I can just spam them everywhere. So that's one good thing to take note of. And then obviously you can put them in the tri-bush, put them in the bush, try and put it like earlier on, so or at the tip. For example, when a jungler comes, they usually wait at the tip of the bush. Now one thing to note is when you do get slowed by it, for example if you're the enemy, you always have enough time to run out of it, but what you can do is you can put quite a few of them in one spot so that even if he tries to run out of one of them, he'll still get hit by the rest, and then obviously you can use your W and stun them. Now in terms of his W, not much to say. It deals damage in the line. It deals the same amount of damage to everyone in the line. I mean less damage to minions, but you don't need to worry about hitting the enemy champion first to do max damage. You can always hit the minions as well, it doesn't affect it. Now one combo I like to do with Jhin is basically get your last hit ready, basically your passive crit. And I know I'd go on the turret here, YOLO, it's just a bot game, who cares. And then I do that, and then you do a stun. Now while you're reloading your next bullets, I spam the Q because it is an auto attack reset, and I drop the E as well so that they get slowed afterwards, and then I have all my auto attacks ready, and then of course you can just finish him off with an ult. Now in terms of leveling up order, I would probably start with Q, just because it is some form of poke while you're laning. And then also while you're reloading your ammo, you can use it to farm as well, because it is an auto attack reset. Well, not an auto attack reset, you can use it, you know, it's an ability basically. You can use it even in the middle of an auto attack or whatever. And then I'd probably max W, because the stun does increase the stun duration, and it deals quite a bit of damage, so it's quite good at poking people. You know, especially when they go to last hit something, they're going to stop, so use your W then to poke them. And then E, I'd level up probably level 3 or 2, probably level 3, and then I'd kind of just keep it there on level 1, as in 1 level of E, so that the mana cost is down as I said earlier. So that's basically go Q, W, E, and then max W, and then Q. But obviously, since you can use Q in the middle of a fight to deal extra damage while you're auto-attacking, you could max Q. I think I just need to test this out a bit more to see which one works. But if any of you guys know, just let me know in the comments below. Now, just some tips about his passive. Once you have the 4th crit stack, which is, as you can see right now on the screen, you actually have 10 seconds before it actually resets, and then you reload all your ammunition, so you start with just a normal auto-attack. But you can actually reset the 10 seconds timer by an ability, using an ability, or taking damage as well. So this is something to take into account if you're about to make a play. Make sure you have something keeping the 10 seconds going, otherwise you're just going to end up suddenly reloading and like, crap! I had a massive combo ready and I just screwed it up. Another thing, you can't use the 4th crit thing on structures, as you can see here, which kind of sucks, but I guess it would be quite a lot of damage, especially when you have like 880 later on in the game. And another thing, the good thing is the passive movement speed boost you get when you crit something is actually constant speed. It doesn't decay over time, so that's pretty good for someone who doesn't have an escape. And remember, the passive crit is an execute, so it deals more damage the lower the enemy's health is. So yeah. Now in terms of runes, I think it's best to kind of just go full AD, so attack damage quints and attack damage marks, because the attack speed ones just give you a bit more movement speed, but I don't think you need it early on in the game. And then once you do get some items, I think that's enough attack speed. Now in terms of masteries, this is what I go for. Just things to point out is the one that deals more damage to when they're slowed. This doesn't actually account on your ultimate, because your ultimate slows them for a bit, but it's not long enough before your second ultimate hits them, so you won't actually be dealing that increased damage after you've hit someone with your ult. But obviously when you stun someone with your W, you will have increased damage, so I guess it is useful to have that one. And then the Bloodlust one, as you can see, the Keystone and Ferocity, every time you crit, you basically lifesteal, so that's pretty damn good, because you can lifesteal every 4 hits. Now in terms of Jhin's build, Jhin's build, I'd go Infinity Edge first, so that your 4th attack does do increased damage when it crits. And I would either go Essence Reaver next, or the Rapid Fire Cannon. The Rapid Fire Cannon has, its positive point is you get increased range. So obviously with your 4th crit, if you keep it there, you do increased damage, and you're more likely to hit it because you have increased range basically. And obviously the critical strike on it and the attack speed will give you more AD anyway, because that's what Jhin's passive does. But then Essence Weaver is really good as well, because you do want cooldown reduction, and unlimited mana would be damn cool because you could just spam your E and your W's and Q's, and it would be really good wave clear, especially with the E. And then also for boots, you'd go the Lucidity boots because more cooldown reduction, and obviously Last Whisperer, Dominic's Regard when there's loads of tanks. And then Bloodthirster would be good because your auto attacks will deal loads of damage, especially the 4th one, so you'll be healing even more with that. And Marisol's Scimitar, I actually don't know what it's still bloody called. I've never probably read the name, I just write SC and then I find it. But that is good because you don't have an escape, and in case you're against a team that has loads of CC, it'll be good to use that to get out of danger. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little Jhin guide. If there's any more tips you guys have, just leave them in the comments below. I will be playing him more now that he's actually released, and seeing if there's any other things I can tell you guys. Obviously the build is a work in progress, you know, we're still testing, see what exactly works really well and stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with future leaked videos, and if you liked it, please leave a like, that would be awesome. Thanks for watching, adios!